Hello YouTube, today we are going to take a look at little Steen, micro Steen, and all their buddies, see if we can feed them some clams and get some kind of action out of them. We'll also take a look at one of my failures in my 125 gallon tank, so stay tuned. So here's a good look at little Steen. He's a little stressed out right now because I've been kicking around and he's on a floor tank, which is never good for fish. I turned the filters off, trying something new actually to try to get better sound. I actually have almost every filter off in my fish room, so it's a lot quieter, but I think it kind of freaked him out that there's no bubbles and the water is kind of stagnant right now. You can see all the debris floating around, and the tank just doesn't look that good in general. But we can try to check out the angels back there that are hiding. I know the camera's far away, so we'll see how well it's picking me up right now. Of course, I turned off all the filters, but the dehumidifier is still going, so that's pretty smart. Just clicked off though, so maybe you heard it, maybe you didn't. I did drop some clams in there hoping to liven him up a little bit, but he doesn't seem to care right now. He's just kind of trying to figure out why I'm down here and what's going on. You can see the mystery guppy that made it in here months and months ago is somehow still alive with little Steen. Not that little Steen would eat him, but you know, the angelfish and the yellow labs in here. Everyone's kind of skittish right now. This is why having tanks on the ground is just not very fun. It's another reason why I rarely show this tank anymore, because it is super hard to film. It's super hard to keep clean being on the floor. I did a 60% water change yesterday, and you can see there's still a ton of debris in here. Impossible to gravel vac being that it's on the floor. Impossible to gravel vac without wasting a ton of water. As you can see, he definitely loves chowing down on clams. No problems there, except he is always and probably will always be camera shy. At least until we get him in the 240, which hopefully will be not too much longer. So we couldn't entice little Steen to come out. Let's see if we can get micro Steen and his buddies and maybe the angelfish to come out with some bloodworms here. Just throw in a couple cubes and see how well this works. Probably will continue to fail. This video is going to be one gigantic failure. But sometimes that happens in the YouTube world, although the rainbows are definitely catching on. Normally the rainbows will come out, then the yellow labs will come out, and then the angelfish will come out. And the guppy there is always first on the scene, every single time. That little guppy is the only thing in this tank that is not scared of anything. He's like a honey badger, he just doesn't care. Look at him, he gets right in there, no problems. And right on cue, here come the yellow labs, slowly but surely. And the angelfish. Now it's been a really long time since we've seen the angelfish. Well, since you guys have seen the angelfish. You can see they look to me, I'll have to go back and watch some of the other videos, but they definitely have more color. You can see the blue in their fins now. Definitely the purples are coming out. Looks like we've got one guy willing to come out and be on camera. Here comes another one. Maybe this will give little Steen some confidence to come out. One can only hope. Alright guys, so little Steen has come out, but he's still not interested in these clams. And I'm gonna have to give it a couple hours. I'll probably leave him alone now. So hopefully he'll eat the clams and I won't have to reach in there and dig them out. Yep, still there. Now the other fish will eat these too. but they didn't seem too interested. That's why I dropped the bloodworms in there so we can get some good film. And there goes little Steen trying to get on some bloodworms. I have actually seen him eat bloodworms. I don't know if it was on purpose or on accident, but it's kind of interesting. I've seen him eat rapashi as well, but that's only happened twice since I've had him. Looks like I dropped some hardware in there. I'm gonna have to pull that out. But yep, I'm gonna leave him alone, so hopefully he'll come back over here. And I want to show you my 125-gallon tank and how I failed miserably with that tank. Alright guys, so here we are on the 125-gallon tank. We are in prime time fish room hours, so every single light is on, so we're gonna have lots and lots of glare. But you can see some of the fish do have some fin damage on them. We're treating for that. But the reason we're talking about this tank is ever since I had the electrical problem in the fish room, this tank has just looked awful, like just dirty water, almost like the filters weren't even on, right? Well, basically they weren't. So when I rewired the fish room, I hooked all the filters on to the timed outlet and not the always on outlet. So I've been in here for like a month and a half trying to diagnose what exactly is going on in this tank. Of course I'm doing it while the lights are on, so all the filters are on too, right? So I do come in here at night to feed, but it's so noisy with all the other filters that you hardly would notice, you know, one or two filters not running. Here is the female pike cichlid over here, hiding out in her corner. The male is doing amazing. So yeah, anyways, big time fail. Filter shutting off for, you know, 16 hours every day. I only keep the lights on for about 8 hours. So at least we got to the problem. We figured it out. And you know, I did a huge water change yesterday. I'm going to continue to keep doing water changes until it's fully clean. Do you guys want to see my LED graveyard? Well, there's my FX6. It doesn't fit under this Aquarium stand. But I got so many LEDs. Look at all the Phoenix lights there, the Odyssey lights, all kinds of lights. That's my LED graveyard. Not really a graveyard, they all still work. But this is the leftover of all the tanks I've taken down, and also kind of redoing the lighting for less voltage, less wattage in the fish room. So I figured I would just share a quick failure with you. We all have failures, so you gotta document the failures with your successes. And we're still treating some sick fish in here. Gosh, I can't zoom on the pike. There we go. Or I should say I can't focus on the pike. He has really started to color up since getting in this larger tank. I'm super happy with this fish. And so far, no aggression. You guys can see the cories are there. He hasn't been preying on the cories like some people said he would. I don't think that's going to be a problem until he gets a couple inches bigger. And by then he'll be in the 240 gallon. I got the bloodworms out anyways. Might as well just drop some in there. I always drop it in the back. Normally the filters are on and it pushes it all forward. Might take a minute to see that. Oh, let's see, where is it at here? There we go. All in the bubbles. Alright YouTube, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the update on Little Steen, Micro Steen, the Angels, the 125 blender, the LED graveyard. I've never shown that before. I don't know why I showed it this time, but whatever. If you liked the video, don't forget to thumbs up and leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see going on in the fish room. And other than that, I'll see everyone next time.